Hi, my name is Cassius Rayner and I'm a smartphone filmmaker. I've just created this short video to give beginners some tricks and tips about making their videos better quality. So as a smartphone filmmaker, I've been fortunate to work around the world on different projects, including documentaries, music videos, and even branded content. I'm hoping to give a bit of my experience and knowledge to you, just to improve your mobile video recording, particularly in the present climate that we're in with the pandemic around the world. I just wanted to give something back. Step 1. Check in the video resolution on your mobile. There's actually many of us who don't do this. So click on settings, go down to your camera app, click on there, and then you'll see record video and the resolution. 4K obviously is the best quality, but keep in mind it takes up a lot of your memory. So if you need to, just click on 1080 as your minimum. So 1080p resolution. Click on the grid and I'll explain more about that a bit later. On an Android phone, you click on the cogwheel in the camera app. You can see your resolution there is set at 1080, and you're going to click on grid lines 3x3, and again this will be explained further on in the video. Step 2, what lenses you have on your mobile. So a lot of us don't actually check this when we get our new phones. So on this iPhone we have 3 lenses, an ultra wide, a wide, and now you can see the 2x, which is actually a telephoto. Those are separate lenses that it's clicking on. The same with Android phones. There you have a little symbol, looks like little trees, but again it's physically clicking from one lens to the other. Step 3, don't zoom. Why do we not zoom? Because of this horrible quality. It's terrible, and it's also not real. It's not real on mobile phones, so don't zoom. Step 4, portrait or landscape. So by nature, a lot of us using mobile phones tend to shoot in portrait, and that's okay for Instagram, but it's not okay on Facebook when you get black bars on the left and right side of frame. So I would always suggest you shoot 16:9, which is the landscape that you're seeing now, the landscape shot, and you get more left and right to the frame as well. Step 5, lens distance to subject. So by default, mobile videos will record in the wide angle lens, which is perfectly fine for a shot like this. Everything looks okay in the framing, but if you actually physically get closer to the subject with the wide angle, you start to get a fisheye effect, and it makes the lines start to curve in the image, and it just looks really strange. So avoid it at all costs, and if need be, use a telephoto lens if you have one on your mobile, if you need to get closer. Step 6, how to frame the subject. So you don't really want to be sitting at the bottom of the frame. It looks like you're falling out, and this is dead space above my head. And you don't really want to be looking down at the person. Just looks a bit odd. And again, looking up, it just doesn't really do you any favors doing that either. So this is eye line. You really want your eyes, your face in line with the camera of the mobile video, whether you've got a tripod or if you have to stack it on books. Also here, if you don't have a tripod, you can put the lens into selfie mode, as I am doing that right now, and place it on a shelf. And if you still need to get it a little bit higher, stack some books on it. Again, this looks really bland and flat against this background. Choose a more interesting background to record your message on, or if you're talking to camera. So at the beginning of the video, we set up the grid on our camera app. So this is the 3x3, which is rule of thirds, and we're using the lines here to actually even up our shots so that we don't end up filming tilted or slightly at an angle. We want it nice and straight, horizontal and vertical. So we use anything in the frame that has straight lines to even up our shot. Cutaway shots are very important if you're going to record a message directly to camera, or even if it's an interview setup. try to get some separate shots. Anything to do with the subject or the space that you're in, it will help you immensely with the audio editing in post-production. Step 7, using natural light for your subject. So don't shoot against a window. You get serious shadow issues and it just looks awful. Use natural daylight from a window, but side on. Now, to get more light onto the face or the subject or the product, whatever it is you're filming, use a reflector, and you'll have to experiment with the light a bit. This is great kitchen foil. It works. It will bounce light back onto the subject if you don't have a reflector. Step 8, manual exposure control. On an iPhone, you can control the focus and the exposure just a bit. Hold your finger down for 3 seconds on the screen and you'll see AEAF lock. That locks the focus to the face and also gives you control of exposure. Sundial bringing the light up and down. So adjust it until you're happy with it. Same with an Android. You can actually lock the focus and you get the circle that comes up, and again you get this light bulb symbol, which is your sundial, so you can scroll up and down and change the exposure. Step 9, sound and audio. So testing 1, 2, 3, just using the ordinary microphone built into the mobile phone. So for audio, that wasn't too bad. Obviously I was in a quiet room, there wasn't really anyone around, so in those circumstances the mobile phone actual microphone will work fine. But you may find yourself in different places or different locations where there's a lot more noise, and in that sense you really need to direct the sound to your voice. So headphones is the best option. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing with the headphones as a replacement microphone instead of using an external microphone in case you may not have one. Sorry about the dog getting in the shot. Anyway, step 10, handheld filming. So if you're going to be hand holding the mobile phone, or if you've got someone helping you, then if you just follow what I'm doing here, it really will give you better stability in the shot. Not perfect, but it will give you the best stability because you're having to hold the phone. Now here, just showing, again, if you were interviewing someone, do exactly the same. Rest your hand in the palm of your other hand. Won't be perfect, but you'll get a better shot. Extra tips, just a few extra pointers to help. Selfie sticks. No one will own up that they own them, but they're out there and they are actually really good. Great for stabilizing your shots and filming smooth movements. Smartphone handheld rigs, these are great, 15 to 17 pounds on average, and you can connect a mic and a light to it. Great for quick interviews and great for nice pan shots. Cheap £10 microphones. Do you remember with these microphones you need an adapter to connect to your iPhone? With Android you don't. Reflectors, anything from £10 up on Amazon for small ones. And my favourite, foil, kitchen foil, £2 down the local shop. So as I showed earlier, you can use headphones with a volume control on there, and you can use that as an external microphone to help you. And my final tip is, obviously, if you have a smartphone handheld rig, you can attach it to any tripod that you have, or maybe you want to buy one. So a personal shout out to my daughter for helping me out on this video. I really appreciate it, and she did a great job. Thank you. So thank you for watching the video. I hope that you've got some good tips from it, or at least some ideas in how to improve your video recording on your mobile phone. The footage that you're seeing now on the screen is some recent stuff I've been filming using my iPhone, documenting the unfolding crisis and pandemic around the world. I hope that what you've picked up from this video, wherever you are or whoever you are, that you can document and record what's happening in your own lives. I think it's really important to do that. For mental well-being, staying creative, and also recording a piece of history. So if you're key workers or in the NHS, working on the front line, it would be fantastic if you could continue recording, whether it's a video diary, whether it's just a piece to camera, whatever it might be. Just record what's happening. I wish all of you to stay safe, be well, look out for each other, help your neighbours where you can, and I'll see you on the other side of this. Thank you.